shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here. Welcome back to episode number 37 of our Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Randomized Nuzlocke versus with your boy, fresh out the womb, VenomStar.
How's it going, guys? It's VenomStar. Back again for another episode of the Randomized Verse.
So today, people, we're continuing along in our journeys through the Sinnoh region. I almost forgot the name of the region for a second. That's pretty bad. But yo, if you're excited for another episode,
I'm excited.
If you're excited about what random topics of conversation we will have throughout today's episode, because the last one went all kinds of crazy. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Give it your magic touch, because your support's always greatly appreciated.
Indeed.
I was waiting for you to come in with something there. But anyway, if you're ready to move, I'm ready to move. And by ready to move, I mean I'm going to move to the PC really quick because I forgot to deposit my grain.
Well, what do you want me to say there after you said your
I felt like you were going to say something.
Some quick quip from your boy Venom.
Yeah, well, there was a phase when every time I said greatly appreciated, you'd be like, greatly appreciated. So I didn't know if that was going to happen or you're going to say something else, but I just felt like something was going to be placed after that statement. So.
I felt like being simple with it, and I just said indeed. You know.
Okay. You know what? I can.
You know what? We implore you. Wait. What is your thing about the like button?
Give it your magic touch.
Oh, we implore you to give that like button your magic touch because your support is greatly appreciated. Hence, pay attention to the implore usage in that sentence. Anyways.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do next, actually. I'm being 100% honest.
I know exactly what I'm doing right now. Battling some bull-haired buffoons.
Bull-haired buffoons?
Yeah.
Where at?
Team Galactic.
Where at?
The Elite Four.
I know that's not.
Iron Island.
Wait, you're still on Iron Island?
What do you mean I'm still on Iron Island? Yes! What do you mean?
I mean...
Do you expect me to get through it that fast?
No, I mean, I figured you were in the gym at least by now.
I mean, I'm probably on the tail end of Iron Island.
Probably.
I don't know how far into it I am. I mean, like, I haven't gotten to the end yet, so I'm assuming I'm not that far. Oh, not to the end, you know? But I don't know.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to do next.
You took like a solid episode or two in here, right? Yeah. How long have I been here? I don't know. it's been a while. It's been a while, probably.
This is where things are getting foggy for me. I don't remember what the next thing is.
You keep doing that.
Well, I didn't really read what he said after I finished doing the last thing.
I'm hurt that my Raikou doesn't outspeed a Nidorino of equal level. Or no, maybe one level higher. I don't know. I forgot. This guy had a Nidorino and now he has a Nidoran. Nice job, dude. Really putting in that randomizer action going on. Are you looking up what you're supposed to do next?
No, I'm totally not looking up what I'm supposed to do next.
Is that earthquake thing still not happening yet?
Oh, that happened like 2 episodes ago.
Oh, okay. That's after you get back from Iron Island, right?
Oh, that's what it is. I remember now. It took me seeing what it was, but now I'm like, yeah, that's what I was supposed to do.
Pokemon Diamond walkthrough.
That's actually exactly what I looked up.
The MagicActivatr. The only one to look up a walkthrough in the middle of the Let's Play. Just kidding. I bet a lot of people do that. I probably have done that before in the past as well, so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame you.
I mean, there's nothing against the rules. I don't feel like to do that.
I mean, you know, unless
you establish that up front. I mean, we've both been looking up like gym leader levels and stuff in between.
I think just you've been looking up gym leader levels. I don't prepare like that.
Oh yeah, only I have because I've been further ahead of you this entire time.
True. So therefore, you just tell me.
You knew the information because I told you the information.
But yeah, sorry guys. My father in his old age gets things lost in his memory, and he doesn't remember quite what to do from games he's played in the not so distant past.
Well, that's the thing though, is like it's different like in the context of versus. This is the first versus I've ever done, by the way.
I can't say the same.
But like it's different in a versus a regular playthrough because typically in a versus or in a regular playthrough, you know, you're reading the dialogue of the game, and the dialogue of the game is what tells you what you're supposed to do next. Generally speaking, but in a versus, when you're trying to move along and move as fast as you can, and I'm talking to somebody else while certain things are going on, or listening to somebody else while other things are going on, it's hard to like concentrate on what the text actually says at the same time, and it's super easy to miss like, oh, this is where you're supposed to go next.
Yeah.
Especially like this portion of the game, because you're doing a lot of like kind of like backtracking and going to different places that you've already been. Which personally I like when Pokemon games do that more than just like everything super linear. Like the newer Pokemon games, everything, well, Sun and Moon's not as bad, but like X and Y and Black and White felt super linear. Like it was pretty much once you were done here, just continue down the route to the next city. And but here you actually have to like backtrack and go to places you've been before to get to the next city you need to go to, which I think is cool.
Yeah. Dude, this Team Galactic member has a Mewtwo. So, that's interesting.
I mean, he is galactic.
That is true. He also just put up a defense, or a barrier. So, that's fun. The only time, like, Mew's signature move actually is hurting me right now. Because that's like...
Is that really a signature move?
I mean, it's a move that definitely... is a small pool of Mons you have barrier.
I was gonna say, if any Mon had barrier as its signature move, I'd say then Mr. Mime.
Oh, probably. I know a very small pool of Mons have barrier, but Mewtwo always seems to be the one using it whenever.
Wasn't barrier one of those moves that like a lot more Pokemon could learn in Gen 1?
Probably.
Because I feel like barrier might have been a TM or something in Gen 1, and I was thinking like a lot of Pokemon when the Pokebank thing came out for the Virtual Console, and you could transfer the Gen 1 Mons over. Oh, this is not a good way to start things. That like a lot of Pokemon could then get it via transfer. So I think I could be wrong about that. I could look that up right now. It's not against the rules of the verses.
Go ahead, dude.
It doesn't pertain to anything that would actually benefit me, and would only allow Venom more time to catch up.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Which Mons could learn barrier via transfer move, or if that was even a thing.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I like how I was on that whole tangent and Venom didn't know what I was talking about.
I'm fighting a Mewtwo. I mean, I don't know. He's not.
I know you're fighting a Mewtwo because I take interest in your life, Venom.
I mean, I expect nothing less, you being my father, you know? But a son does not have an obligation to pay attention to their parents' life.
Are you in your edgy teenage phase? And you're still... How does that work?
How does that... Like... No, I'm in my edgy teenage phase as
edgy like
negative.
What would be the equivalent of being I was trying to think of like a
edgy toddler
a stage of development of like infant development that would be this similar thing to just like the teenage years.
Teenage angst. I mean, they're edgy fetus phase.
I don't have to listen to what you say, Dad. You don't have any life experience.
That's... yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, Craig don't die. Oh, he lived on... how much?
This is actually kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
He lived on 4 health. From a Mewtwo... Future Sight. So, but yeah. Do kids actually say that to their parents, that they have no life experience?
Well, they always say like, you don't understand. You know,
okay.
like parents were never teenagers ever, because that definitely.
No one understands me. Sorry, I'm just going to the emo band thing. But yeah. Hey, speaking of emo bands, dude. Great segue. Have you ever had a emo band phase, or you listen to such music of that category?
I mean, I think everybody has.
I know I have in my infancy.
I don't think there's anybody who's like of the age demographic, which is, I guess, probably like the millennial generation.
You're freaking millennial.
That didn't go through like an emo music phase. I'm not saying like went through an emo phase.
Yeah. Didn't go with the full black hair,
like
chokered,
stereotypical like emo lifestyle. But
yeah, I didn't go full emo. I just listened to Hollywood Undead all the time, and then that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your deal with that? What was your emo band of choice, rather?
I don't know that I really had a emo band of choice. Cause like my thing was
like MCR.
I went through kind of like a thing where a point in time where I really didn't have like favorite bands or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I just listened to music. Half the time I didn't even like actually know who the artist was, you know, that I was even listening to, because it was just like, oh, I like this song. But I feel like I did that a lot, actually, like especially during, because like that would have been during my like high school phase for sure. Mm-hmm.
You're one of those people that just listens to radio stations instead of specific artists?
Well, no, but I feel like that was like a lot of my thing was like one hits, like listen to like one hit songs or whatever, like
from a bunch of different people.
Yeah, because which I know what probably triggered that initially, which was
it all started when the Fire Nation died.
Well, no, it started during like when Guitar Hero was like a huge deal.
Oh yeah, that was a good game. Because
like that was what everybody played for like a long time. Everybody was super into Guitar Hero. And of course, that was just like everybody knew the songs from Guitar Hero and stuff, and there would usually only be like one song from each band on there. So like I remember like when I really got into my music phase, I went through the whole like classic rock phase, and then eventually it was like, oh, now I'm listening to these bands and stuff, or these songs, I guess, because I didn't really necessarily listen to like albums by certain bands until the more recent years, whenever I was kind of like, yeah, I really like these guys. And
yeah, I've never went through a classic rock. Like I've always appreciated classic rock, but I've never actually went through a point where I listened to it.
Yeah.
As like by choice, but I went from like punk rock sorta, whatever Linkin Park is, and then from there, I went to like hard dubstep.
That's a good description.
Yeah.
Whatever Linkin Park is.
Yeah, whatever genre Linkin Park is, anything
accurate.
in that category. Yeah. And then from that, I went to like hard dubstep, like Skrillex, and then rap also along with that. And then from there, that kind of like devolved into like more chill electronic stuff. Yeah. And then since then, I've just also Shady Penguin one time like suggested a punk rock band in one of his videos, and I listened to punk rock again for a while, and I stopped. But, yeah. It's mostly just electronic stuff. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember kind of the phases. It's not just a phase, Mom. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like, because I was like a really late bloomer when it came to like listening to music.
Like with memes.
Wait, what?
Like with memes, you catch up on the.
Well, I don't know. It was just one of those things because it was like I remember like the point in time where people had like the classic iPods and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like when they became like super popular, and I never like had one of those. So like, and growing up, I never was like big on like buying CDs or anything like that. So I just didn't listen to a lot of music. And I feel like when I finally kind of got into the music phase, it was like, if I listened to music, it was generally like stuff from video games.
Yeah.
So like not actual like an artist, not that video game composers aren't artists, but like talking about like the music industry kind
of.
It's
not a non-soundtrack.
Yeah. But I remember the first, like when I first really got into music was because of a video game. It was 1080 Avalanche that was on the GameCube, the snowboarding game. And there was a
totally know what that is.
Yeah. There was a like the theme song for like the intro to that game was by this punk band called Cauterize, and I started like, that was like kind of the first time I was like, yo, I really like this song, and like actually listened to it a whole lot because it had like 3 or 4 songs like from them on the album or on the game. So I got really like familiar with them, and from there it kind of like evolved out, because I feel like at that point in time too, like that era of gaming was also when games started incorporating more like actual like music industry artists into their games and
like
stuff
Tony
like
Hawk.
that. Yeah. Well, Tony Hawk was, I guess Tony Hawk too. There was.
Yeah.
I do remember kind of
GTA,
like,
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Had all those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I played Tony Hawk 2 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know when that came out.
I guess technically Tony Hawk 2 would have been like my first. Or I don't remember if it was, I think it was the second one. I remember there was one that had
that came out in 2000.
That had a song. Yeah, I just know that came before.
Also played 3 a lot.
That had to have come before 1080 because 1080 was a GameCube game. Tony Hawk was an N64 game.
Also PlayStation 1.
Yeah. So I guess that probably was like, now that I'm thinking about it, would have been like the first time. But Cauterize was really like what got me into like listening to more music, like outside of just like what was in games, I guess.
Huh.
But I remember that one like Goldfinger song from Tony Hawk. Good times.
Yeah.
So I guess I probably went like, as far as music taste, I probably went from like punk rock into like more like classic rock. And then there was kind of the phase where I just listened to like tons of different kinds of music and didn't really care that much about what genre it was. that was probably whenever I got exposed to some of those emo songs and stuff.
Yeah, my main exposure to that, which would have been whatever was on the soundtrack for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 and Need for Speed Underground, which are both on the GameCube.
Underground, I remember that.
They both were pretty quality. That Underground, it was kind of funny. They take like these really hardcore, like vulgar rap songs and like Kids Bop them, and then and it was like they still like sounded pretty decent. So I was surprised at like how well they did it, but
yeah.
Because like I guess they just took the clean versions of the songs that the artist had made. Because like usually with those kind of songs, artists make clean versions just because I don't know if they still do that, but yeah, they were like.
It's a lot less common now, I think.
Yeah, they have like to the I don't know what the song is called, but it's like to the window, to the wall, whatever.
Yeah.
That is. They have that on there.
I'll be honest. I don't even know. I know that song, but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. I have no idea. I just remember hearing it.
I don't know that anybody knows what that song is called, to be honest.
Is it called To the Window, to the Wall?
It could be.
Hold on. Get Low. Yeah, because the chorus is like, get low, get low, get low. Yeah. So, anyways, that, and then whatever else was on that, as well as whatever was on GoldenEye 007 was pretty quality. That wasn't real songs, so that was just like random stuff that they had in the soundtrack. But
yeah, I was gonna say because I don't really remember. Like that's not what I remember from GoldenEye.
Yeah. I don't know what there was like a specific era where games just started including real songs, and then it became much less common like immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Except for stuff like racing games and GTA and all that, they still have real songs, I think. But yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm reading this so I don't have to look it up.
Reading what?
I'm trying to read the actual in-game text right now so I don't have to look up where I'm supposed to go next. Oh boy.
What?
To Lake Acuity.
Acuity. To Lake Acupressure.
Let's see.
Oh, did you see the poll? Wait, are you part of the Saffron City Trainer thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, did you see that poll that they put on Twitter for the best legendary trio?
Yeah.
Did you see Elite's response to that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I want to pull it up, but only because it was really funny, at least to me. He was really adamant about the best one being best trio being the Lake Spirits, obviously, because that's his whole thing. So his answer to the tweet. Well, by the way, the legendary dogs from Gen 2 won. But
well, that's because they should have won.
Yeah, but he said, first off, they are cats, not dogs. Second, Lake Spirits are best, and I shall defend that statement until I'm freaking dead. And that was in all caps. And then I said, let's see here, I'll vote for the legendary dogs, which triggered Elite. And he's like, how are they dogs? And then I said, Raikou is a saber-toothed dog. Haven't you heard of those before? And then someone else didn't know I was joking, and they said, saber-toothed cat, asterisk. Can't tell if you were joking or not. And I said, nah, it's a species discovered in the last 20 years by the one and only Jack Black before he became a Kung Fu master.
Oh crud, I totally didn't realize I hadn't fought these guys yet. Okay.
Whoa, what?
I had to go to a place I've already been before, and there were people I haven't fought, so.
Yeah, that was a little fun little thing that happened on Twitter. There was no moral to that.
As soon as I get out of this battle, we can wrap things up. I want you to know that you got me on a topic talking about music that was so distracting to me. I made little to no progress today.
Yeah. And what's funny is that I wasn't listening to half the stuff you were saying. I did get the gist of what you were saying, but I also wasn't.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
You know me, the edgy son doesn't pay attention to what his father's saying.
Yep. I told you. It's not just a phase. It's who he is.
It's not a phase. Yeah. What is... Do you remember what the levels for the gym were?
Oh. Do I remember what the levels for the gym were?
You looked them up, right?
Actually, I did. I looked them up like 2 gyms ago and just remembered what they were, and I don't even remember what they were.
I mean, obviously,
I burned it from my memory.
After you defeated them, you're like, I don't need this information anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I need that space for more new information. Can't be clogging up my hard drive with all this.
The thing about the brain is, can it technically hold like an infinite amount of information?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the next episode of the Diamond and Pearl Versus. Thank you guys so much
next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Watching. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks for your support. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna keep doing the outro stuff, and we'll end it when he gets out of this battle. You know, hit that like button down below if you did enjoy it. Why don't you tell us what your favorite emo phase song was? That'll be great.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
There's an Entei, by the way, so it might take a little bit.
Oh
but
boy.
It's cool. I'm above. We'll see how much his side beam does. I got a special attack boost, and I don't know how good Entei's, the legendary dog, how good his.
Well, he's one of the best.
Special defense.
So...
The special defenses is what. He has Ember as his main fire type move.
This guy.
You know what's crazy is that all of the dogs have like these crazy mains, you know, which is weird because most of the time dogs don't have mains, or like, you know, like little back hair going on. But I guess these dogs specifically are of that nature. That's usually a trait associated with cats, you know. But I think in this case, the dogs, I guess they decided to give them the dogs this time. Yeah. Anyways,
I want you to know that right then I wasn't laughing at what you were saying because I was focused on what was happening. But wait.
I can't remember what you said.
Maybe not. Maybe I misread what it said. I guess I did. I was talking to this guy and he gave me a TM, and I don't know if like it was just maybe I misread what it said. He was describing Psych Up, but he was like over here like get strong, or I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. Anyway, he was giving me the TM that was Psych Up. And I thought he gave me Harden because he said something about Harden. Maybe he was saying if a Pokemon uses Harden and you use Psych Up, you get the boost that Harden gave them. Maybe that's what he was saying. I was halfway paying attention to what it was. But I thought like he was saying that like he's over here like get strong, and then he gave me the TM for Harden. And I was like, what? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I'm out of the battle now, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks again for watching the video.
No problem.
Let us know what your favorite emo phase song was, because we know you had one. We
all had one.
And for now, we're gonna make like Abras and get out of here. So have yourselves a wonderful day. Stay cool, and editing magic, if you would, drop the first note to "Welcome to the Black Parade" at the very end of this video.
What?